Hey, how you doing? How's everybody? Well, I'm trying to get my monitor to work. I can't hardly read the. Al, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Oh shoot, I can't hardly read the chat on my little phone here, so I try to bring it up on a big monitor so I can see it. Lily Mae, what's going on? Tortoise, how you doing? Let's see, maybe this is it. How's everybody? Tracy, Marlon, how you doing? There we go. Lunaron, what's going on? Swiss like kaboom. How you doing? Astro, is Astro on here? Mm. How you been, Al? So close to 100 subs. Yep. Jovan DeSanta, getting pretty close. I'm at like 98.8 or something like that. I went out yesterday and bought 100,000 balloons. So when I get to 100,000, I'm going to have 100,000 balloons. Tortoise says, Ron, I have a question. How do you go live on mobile? The Guinness is calling. Yeah, and actually today it's not Guinness Day, but it's National American Beer Day. So we're going to go with a Michelob Ultra. To celebrate National American Beer Day. Yeah, that in my coffee. Yep. Cheers, Al. So I don't know. Someone said, how do you do lives on mobile? You're kind of asking the wrong person. Awesome, Al. When you just go to broadcast, it gives you the option of video, short, live, or post. I just click live. Kitty and Blanket. Kitty and Blanket. Cute name. How you doing? I think that's the only thing that was celebrated was National American Beer Day. Ooh, Winter sent a gift. Winter Football sent pumpkin on head. Thank you. When's the next stream? Probably tomorrow. Oh, and he sent a big old ghost playing video game. Gamer Ghost. Thank you, Winter Football. Those are awesome to see. Oh. So anyway, back in the day, let's see, on today's date, Addie, how you doing? Shannon, Wyatt, happy Halloween. Good to see you, Marlon. Tracy, you got out of work early, didn't you? You normally don't get home this quite yet. KS. Okay, Al. 100 for 100K. Never a more deserving man. Oh my goodness, Al. Thank you, but I'm not at 100K yet. Of course, you might not see me on my live when I do go 100K, but I'm close. Nyan says, Ron, please time out me for 1 year. Why? You can leave. You don't have to be timed out. Cheers, Al. Alexander, how you doing? Eastern Kentucky fishing. How you doing, Robert? Good to see you. Kitty and Blanket says, when did you start YouTube? Oh, probably about 7 months ago. 7 months, something like that. Anyway, I was going on back in the day in 1797. So that was a while back. Catnip. Is that beer? I love beer. It is. It's Michelob Ultra. Because today is National American Beer Day. I don't normally drink beer, but being it's a nationally recognized, Gus Bus said you should get a job. I'm retired, Gus Bus. I worked for over 50 years straight. So anyway, back to what I was saying. The USS Constitution was launched. It was built and launched in 1797. And it still exists to this day. That ship still floats, still works. Roman Roosted. What's your goal? How many subscribers do you want? Well, my goal was just 100,000. When I started, once I started gaining momentum, I decided just to keep posting to see if I could get to 100,000 subscribers, just because I wanted that plaque. Where's Jack at? He's right here. You probably heard him. He's wanting up on my lap. So that's kind of cool about the USS Constitution. That's over, wow, 230 years, and it's still floating. Al says, sub up, get to 99K. So anyway, that's a good thing that happened. And now here's not a good thing that happened. Back in 1941, there was a war going on. And on today's date, in 1941, German forces went into Yugoslavia and just massacred men, women, and children. And I was reading about it, and there was one instance where soldiers went to a high school in Yugoslavia, took the kids out of the high school, took them out onto the field, and just machine gunned them down, took them out. And that is sad. That's not good. Something that someone should never have to repeat or say. People's done a lot of bad things in this world for a long time. User. I think I do. I remember your profile pic. Nice haircut, bro. Mason, I haven't had a haircut in a while. Last haircut, I went out on the lawn and I gave myself a haircut, and I even made a video of it. Yeah. Oh, there's some great people too, but there's some shit going on in the history and in the present time, actually. But you watch murder drones? No. That don't even sound like something I would want to watch. I'm the blonde one. How you doing? Good to see you. It's been a good day. Not all people are bad in this world. Star, I agree. What's the coolest place you've ever been to? Temperature-wise, it'd be Iowa. Oh my goodness. It got so cold in Iowa. Did not like it. But the coolest as far as the best place, I would say when I was probably 15, 14. No, actually 13 or 14. I I got into a drum and bugle corps, and I played a bugle. And we would go all over the U.S. marching and playing out on fields. And they got a gig in Florida at the Disney World 4th of July parade. So it was an easy gig. I mean, we didn't have to. Jillian, how you doing? We didn't have to do any formations or any special movements. It was just marching down the strip. So it took about, for dress and everything, it took maybe 3 hours. And the rest of the day, we just played in Disney World. And they fed us. We got to ride a whole bunch of rides and attractions. It was a good, for my age, it was a good time. Whose birthday? Rurico. Rurico, happy birthday to you. Good to see you. Turn this little music thing down. Yeah, we spent the whole day at Disney World. And then the next day, we went to the beach. And I had been to the Pacific. I'd been to the beaches in California, but never over on the East Coast. So that was a good time. Fly high, JW. I always have a great day. Today's been a great day. What is your favorite cake flavor? Ooh, goodness, I would have to say German chocolate. Or just chocolate. I love chocolate. Do I like George Jones? Yeah. Not a real big fan of the old country. Edits by Carolyn. You're not late. How was school? Was it good? Jax, that's yours too? Chocolate or German chocolate? Maybe 3 days ago was Boston Cream Pie Day. National Boston Cream Pie Day. So I went out. First I went to a little local store that I knew sold fried pies. And they sold it in apple and chocolate and Boston cream and lemon and cherry. Anyway, I went there to get one of those little fried pies, Boston cream, just to celebrate National Boston Cream Day. And they were out. So I had to go to a bakery and get a whole big Boston cream pie. And it was worth it. I mean, I ate 2 slices that night, and then the next morning I got up and had a slice for breakfast with a big old glass of cold milk. You grew up with an alcoholic father and he listens to George Jones 24/7. So I bet you got sick of it, Robert. My dad, when I was growing up, he loved um, The Boy Named Sue. Who does The Boy Named Sue? Justin. Justin, the man Justin. How you doing? Anyway, his name skips my mind. Ah, thank you. Thank you, Robert. Yes, Johnny Cash. My dad was a big Johnny Cash fan. And I got so burnt out on Johnny Cash. Tracy, Beach Boys was your dad's favorite? I liked the Beach Boys when I was growing up. Of course, I'm probably old enough to be your dad. I have a daughter turning 40 next year. Boy, that makes me feel old. Made you appreciate classic music more. Me and you, one. How you doing? Ooh. A sip of hot coffee after a sip of cold beer. That's interesting. All right, Star. See you later. I'm not going to be on here too long today. Rusty Slave or Slav. Oh, winter football sent a latte. Thank you. Hey, there's my brother in the house. How you doing, Ray? Now it's using your it's not putting up the reactor, it's putting up your account name. Rusty Slave, well, thank you for being here. How are you, Ray? And happy National American Beer Day, Ray. Fly High, I don't know what Juice World is. Have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I don't know why they do that at times. Sometimes it posts their username, sometimes it lists their account name. Braden not here. Good to see you. He's a great rapper. Oh, I don't listen to rap. Never really cared for rap. Robert, thank you. Hello, a foreign country has popped into your stream. Teamland Gov, J Teamland Gov. Good to see you. Alex Prestwich. Big shout out to Alex Prestwich. Avery Buster, what's going on? It's a switch. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. Drew Dude Outdoors. Yes, I remember you. Good to see you. Channing Rab. Shout out to Channing Rab. How you doing? Channing Rab, you have a channel? I'll try and check it out. Do you like Morgan Wallen? Well, I know somebody that really likes Morgan. So I listened to one of his songs, and he's pretty good. He got some good music. But when I say this person is almost infatuated with Morgan, Granny GMA says, Grandpa, I am subbed. I make you happy? Well, I hope my videos make you laugh. Favorite football team? I don't have one. I don't watch much football. Mabel, how you doing? Good to see you. Jack says hi. You want to sit down? Take a. What am I drinking? Well, I'm double fisting it. I've got an American beer, which is Michelob Ultra, and a cup of coffee in my favorite cup. My dog is cute. He's getting old. His name's Jack. My my indoor cat passed away the first part of this month, I think, and then I have a dog that passed away last week, and me and my wife was talking last night, and she said, well, Jack will be the next one because he's getting pretty old. I've had him a long time. Drew, you stepped on a nail today, a rusty nail? You probably, did you get a tetanus shot? Did it break your skin? If it broke your skin, and if it's been over a year since you've had a tetanus shot, you probably should get one. Will you ever get new pets? No. Not indoor pets anyway. I'm done with indoor pets. I've got still have a lot of outdoor cats and chickens. How old is Jack? I don't know. He was an adult dog when we got him. Somebody didn't want to take care of him any longer, so they gave him away. So we took him. But I know he's over 10. But I don't know how much over. Ooh, you was at the hospital for 7 hours. So you did get a tetanus shot? Because with a rusty nail, you got to be really, really, really careful. Marlon, thank you for being here and helping me out. My wife? Yeah, talking to my wife. She's not here. Tony. What about Tony? Good to see you, Tony. Anybody that's on here, it'd be worth it to to subscribe to What About Tony and Tracy. See some other people's content. If you say blank, I will subscribe. Maribeth. No, thank you. The 3Bs. The 3Bs G. Appreciate you. Gage Davis. Big shout out to Gage Davis. How you doing? Good to see you. Hello, 62010. Coolest duck. I'm doing good. Followed up by quack. You made my night. I like it. How are you? And then right after it, quack. But I'm doing good. Thank you for that. Oh. Yeah, yours too, Marlon. That was timing was perfect. Drew says, "What do I do in my free time?" I don't think I have free time. The mug is cool. Haley, I worked hard to get in this mug. But my free time, I probably do what everyone else does. Just live life. I like spending my free time with my kids, with my grandkids, on YouTube. I've been working on my riding mower. My riding mower, the steering went out right at the end of the mowing season. And so I tore it all apart. I got the new parts in today. So tomorrow I'll put the mower back together. Because I've got a trailer I like to pull around with it for moving wood and debris and logs. And with no steering, I can't use it. Did you ever expect to get to 100,000 subscribers when first started YouTube? When I first started, no. But not too long after that, when I had a video that hit like 800,000 views, and I got almost like 1,000 subscribers on that one video. That's when I went from like 30 subscribers to 1,000 something. That's when I decided that I would shoot for 100,000 subs by the end of this year. And I think I'll make it. Coolest Duck says, I like ducks. Quack again. I have a riding mower. Oh, yeah. I got too much land to use a push mower. I do have a push mower to go around fences and up by the house, but I also have a tractor and a brush hog. So a few days ago, right before the rain hit, this round of rain, I went way back on the property and was brush hogging. And I love to brush hog and I love to mow. Something about getting on it and the sound of the engine, and I can just think. My mind just keeps going. And to me, that's a good time. What did I do when I was a kid? Mario Soto, what every other kid does. Get in trouble. Of course, when I was a kid, when I was probably 12 or 13, we moved on to a dairy. My parents bought a dairy. And so I got up every morning and milked cows and then went to school. And after school, I'd have to go home and milk cows. And tell you, the first cows I milked by hand. And that was one cow. Just for our family's milk. Well, then my parents decided, well, let's get a bunch of cows and a big bulk tank, a milk tank, and the dairy would buy our milk. So we got to overhaul a barn and got these big milk tanks that you had set under the cow. And it was operated by air, by vacuum. And you'd suck all these things on there on the cow, and it would just fill up this big tank. And then you'd have to, it was held on by a strap that went over the cow. And you would pull the milkers off the cow and lift this tank off of the strap, carry it into the milk room, pour it in a tank. And you couldn't pour it directly in the tank. You had to pour it through a filter. And hey, Tony. And that was, I thought it would be easier because I didn't have to, my hands wouldn't cramp up. But the workload of carrying that milk and dump it in the tank, and then you'd have to carry the tank back, strap it up to a different cow, milk that one. And we probably had 25 cows. And it took several hours in the morning, several hours in the afternoon. And then we moved to a bigger dairy. And the last dairy we had, it was all piped. The cows would walk in. We milked 3 at a time. They'd come in, put the milkers on them. The milk was all piped into the tank room, filtered itself. And I thought, well, this is easy. Then my folks decided, well, let's get more cows, being it's so easy. So we got up to where I was milking about 100 cows. Grade A, yep. Ray, yeah, I'm sure I'm bringing back memories to you, Ray. And Don in Oakley, big shout out to Don in Oakley. How you doing? Good to see you. And so each time we thought, us kids thought it would get easy, something more cows or more workload. No, it stayed a job. And sometimes I kind of feel bad because when we got older and moved out, I went to college. My brothers went into the military. And so my parents could not run a dairy by themselves. It was just impossible. So there was one point where they wanted to see if any of us kids would want to take it on. And I think every one of us is like, I've had enough dairy. We're done with the dairy. So they sold it out and moved into a town. Boy, it's flying by. What's going on here? Cooper Rourke throwing in $1.99. Appreciate you. My chat is just flying by on the monitor, but my phone is locked up. Cooper Rourke, appreciate you. Of course, I remember you. Is it keep going over and over, or is it just going that fast? Something's going on with my chat. There it is. My phone caught up. My monitor's going nuts. There, it slowed down. Why did you search YouTube? What does that mean? Why did I search YouTube? I don't understand that question, Drew. I used to watch a YouTube channel, and it was local. He was in Oklahoma. And he put together a meetup. So I went, took my son, John, and we went and met him. Why is that going so fast? Anyway, we went and met him. hung out with him for a day, and a whole bunch of other YouTubers. But he was telling me that being I was retired, I should start a YouTube channel. And I said, yeah, maybe, I don't know. But then my son, John, talked me into posting some videos. So I did it. And I've had a lot of fun doing it. It's a great hobby, really. Harrison Straley, what's going on? How are you? Water pump meets purifier, Jen. Kobe. All right. Avery Powell. They made you laugh? Did my shorts make you laugh? Why did you want a YouTube channel? I didn't really want one. Well, I take that back. When my son said I should start a YouTube channel, when I should post videos. Brooke, good to see you, Brooke. Anyway, I posted a video or two. Did I see Mike in the chat? I posted a video or two, and then I thought, how awesome is it that I can record a video, send it into YouTube, and it's like I consider it a library. YouTube will take it and hold on to that video for me. And if anybody wants to, they can go watch it, like my family. And I started posting. And Brooke, love you too. And after I posted so much, they said I got a notification that I could go live. So I decided, well, let's try doing a few lives. So I did a few, kept posting shorts and some videos. And then I hit a certain spot where YouTube says, hey, if you put your videos public, we'll pay you money. And it's like, you got to be shitting me. You'll pay me to use your library to hold my videos for my family after I pass away and all that. And it's like, well, it's like, why wouldn't I do that? So I don't know why my monitor chat is flying by. I can't hardly even read it. Anyway, so I started making them public and monetizing them. And after the first month of them saying they would pay me to make them public, they put money in my bank account. I was like, what? So I think YouTube is a great hobby. I wouldn't want to get like 1 million subscribers. I wouldn't want to be one of them huge YouTube channels. Best mods for the best YouTuber ever. I got good mods. I lucked out on mods. I just stumbled onto Dawn's channel. And I watched her mods. Mike's in the chat. How you doing, Mike? So anyway, I was watching her channel and her mods. I thought she's got some good moderators. So one night I was watching and I asked, I says, hey, how do you get good mods? And I was asking Dawn this. Well, started talking about it, and some of the moderators for her channel says, we'll help you if you'd like some help. And I said, I'd love it. So I got several of them jumped on in the channel, helping with mods, and I've gathered a few. I think YouTube is just an amazing thing. It's almost beyond my, I don't know how to edit. And people talk about streaming, what is it, streaming apps or something? Sharon, there's one of them right there. One of those great mods. How you doing? How are you, Sharon? Anyway, what was I saying? I saw Sharon and I just lost it. I don't know. I forget things. After I hit 60, thoughts just, I'll lose them right away. Sharon, happy American Beer Day. I've got that and coffee. You have that effect? Oh. Coolest Duck says, sick, I'm dressing as a Star Wars character, 20 quid just for like the lightsaber. Whew. Tracy, I appreciate your help and everybody else's help. I tried when I was kind of short on moderators, I tried that Nightbot, and that was just pissing people off. But I have loved doing YouTube. And once it got to a certain point, then I decided, well, I'll set a goal of 100,000 subscribers. What I do after that, I don't know. I might change to more, Nightbot is very moody. Oh, yeah. Yep. I might change to more long form, maybe do less shorts, or I don't know. Big shout out to Oso Twin. How are you, Oso Twin? Good to see you. Oh, I hit 98.9, Brooke. Coolest Duck. What am I doing for Halloween? Nothing. All right, Ray. Love you bunches. I won't ask what you're having for dinner. I had spaghetti. I've been craving spaghetti for probably a good week, and so last night my wife made spaghetti. What advice would you give your teenage self? I wouldn't want to. I wouldn't. If I had the opportunity to give myself advice, I wouldn't do it. Yusuf, Ahmed, you subbed? Appreciate you. Sharon, you got steak? Yeah, I went and got big old thick steaks night before last, and I cooked them up for my wife. Because she wanted steak, and then the next day I wanted spaghetti, so she made spaghetti. Stuffed bell peppers. I haven't had stuffed bell peppers in forever, Ray. What are those paintings in the back? Mr. Mysterio. These are my son John. He's 21 now, but he painted those probably, I'm thinking 7, maybe 8 years ago. And this one here was painted by Emma, which is a friend of my son's. And I'm not sure how we got it. I guess I asked my wife a while back, I says, how did we get that? Because it wasn't painted by one of our kids. And she said, well, Emma painted that and gave it to us. Well, that was nice. Ava Youngkin. Big shout out to Ava Youngkin. Oliver Stone, how you doing? Good to see you. Oh, I remember Fraggle Rock. Coolest Duck says, I liked Ron's other streams. They're like this one. Oh. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be, whenever I hit that 100,000, I was saying that I went to the store yesterday and got 100,000 balloons. So when I hit 100,000, I'm going to blow up those balloons. And I'm going to have 100,000 balloons right in this room. Obliviously Laotian. Obliviously Laotian. Interesting name. Ruby Flores, how are you? Good to see you. Can't wait. Yeah. H. Wheeler says, I subscribed. I'll be back. Thank you. Will you do a live stream when you hit 100? Yeah, most definitely. And a while back, me and my wife bought this really tall fondue fountain where it sucks up the chocolate and then it flows down over this 3 or 4 tier apparatus. And I thought, well, I'll do the 100,000 balloons in that fondue fountain. So I asked my wife about that. I said, where did we put that fondue fountain that we bought a while back? And she says, that thing quit working. Don't you remember when it made a big old mess all over the place? I said, no, I don't remember. She says, oh yeah, it crapped out on us and we threw it away. So I guess I won't be doing a fondue fountain. Yeah, you didn't see Tracy? Yeah, she's been in here. She jumped in here right after I started. I figured she skipped out of work. KK90FC. I hate that they're posting the account names but I'm glad you're here. Oh, you got sent home early, unfortunately. I hope not with a pink slip though, right? Big Jimmy, what's going on? How are you? Do you play an instrument? No. I played a saxophone in high school. I played a saxophone for 4 years in high school. And what's weird is I was thinking a while back, whatever happened to that saxophone? And I don't remember. I don't remember whether, I mean, I know I took it when I went to college. I had it in my dorm room and I used to play it every once in a while. But I don't remember whether I sold it or gave it to somebody or left it at a house I lived in. And I would get another one, but I'm just too old. I probably wouldn't even be able to play one anymore. By the way, do you have any kids or grandkids? Oh, yeah. I have 5 kids and 3 grandkids. Marlon, you played the trumpet, huh? I had a stepbrother that played the trumpet. And I was saying earlier that I was in a drum and bugle corps. And in there I played a bugle. But I never really did play the bugle. I faked it. And a lot of the members did. A lot of the, some that were just phenomenal at drums and bugles and the baritones and everything that was played. But a lot of the people, a lot of the members would just, they needed enough members to be able to do routines on a field. And we would go out on a field, and with different songs, we would move and do formations, either spelling something out or a design or a face. So they needed enough people to do those formations. So that was what I did. I just marched. And I faked it playing the bugle because I couldn't play. And they knew that when they brought me on. Oh, so Twin, I already gave you a shout out. So calm down. Oh, is Duck out of here? Tonio. Oh, I don't know how to say that name. Tonio Sopro? Tony. I can't say your name. Big shout out to Tony. Tony Oisapro. I don't know. I tried. 200 from shout outs. Yeah, I posted a short this morning or today. I know I see quite a few people that follow me and I follow them, and they do lip syncs. Some of them do it really well. So I did a short asking for a lip sync challenge, figuring they would try to do a lip sync to my voice. And I mean, if they do, then I'll watch them, and it'd be cool to see somebody lip sync to my voice and be spot on. Antonio, shout out to Antonio. Good to see you, Antonio. Aaron Cricket from India. Oliver Stone plays guitar. Caleb does Lego. Says, can you read my comment? I just read it. I ordered a guitar. It was an Esteban. And it came with a guitar and a guitar case and CDs, or actually DVDs, on how to play a guitar. And so I practiced for a while, and my fingers The tips of my fingers got so sore. Benjamin. Big shout out to Benjamin. I should pick up the sax again. I don't know. I don't know if I could play it. I don't know if I'd have the lung power now to play a saxophone. I don't think I could play any wind instrument. But anyway, my fingertips got so sore that I stopped playing. Marlon, yeah, I do kind of see it. I can't tell what it is. Was that a pig mask? Anyway, my fingertips, so I quit playing, quit practicing or trying. And then a few people told me, Ron, you got to work through that. And once you get past it, you build up calluses and then it won't hurt. And I didn't get that far. And there was one year, it was probably 3 or 4 years ago, my father-in-law, my in-laws were visiting. And my father-in-law said, hey, can I borrow your guitar so I can practice playing guitar? And he was older. He passed away this year. But I said, sure. So he took it. They live in Texas. And never got the guitar back. And when I finally asked him about it, this is probably a year ago, he couldn't remember what happened to it. So I just lost the guitar. Yeah, whoever asked, I'm in Oklahoma, the beautiful state of Oklahoma. Thank you, Oliver. Yeah, it was hard on my wife. Yeah, her dad passed away last month. The older I get, the more death I see. Friends, and I'm always getting messages about people that I went to school with that have passed away. A big part of my graduation class is gone. Francesca Rose, big shout out. It's your birthday today. Francesca, how old are you today? Oh, it's a killer bear with claws. Okay, I can see that. 14. Awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Francesca Rose. And everybody else having a birthday. Happy birthday to you. Shout out Dilly Doe. Cole Munions. Someone in your class died the year after graduating. Man. Yeah, I hate to see that. That's like one of the kids that my kids went to school with. For one reason or another, several of them passed away. And yeah, to see a kid pass away at like 20. Leah Simmons, your birthday is November 13th. Well, if I go live, I probably will go live on the 13th of November. Stop by and say hi. You're Betty Dillon. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I was watching this news article last night, actually. And I don't know if anyone follows that. What is that? That 3I. What's it called? That comet that came in. It's an interstellar comet, so it came in from outside of our galaxy, and they've been watching it, wondering what it's going to do. Well, it's going to go behind the sun. The asteroid, yeah, it's going to go behind the sun, or it just did. And they're saying when it comes around the other side of that sun, it could be disintegrated, or it could change course, or what's going to happen. And it won't come from behind that sun far enough to be able to spot it until December 19th. So they was saying December 19th, we will find out what that asteroid's going to do. And I thought, isn't that cool? That is my birthday. So, and there's some conspiracies going on that it's like an extraterrestrial, an alien spaceship, because of the way it was, the gases was coming off of it. So there's a lot of weird stuff going on about it, but that's your friend's birthday. What, December 19th? I was in one school, and there was 4 kids in my class that we had the same birthday, December 19th. And I thought, what are the odds of that? Oliver, your granddad passed away February this year. I'm sorry to hear that. I lost a brother February, I think it was February 10th. No, 15th. No, yeah, 15th. The day after Valentine's Day. Quinson, your old channel, It's Just a Dog, got deleted. Why would they delete a channel? Brooke, where's Jack? He's right here in my lap. He's right here in my lap. He's moaning. Oh. Drew, dude, all right. Appreciate you. Have a good one. He's my buddy. Oliver, your grandfather passed away on the 15th as well. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of difficult because I was in town on the 14th, where I say in town, in his town. He lives in a town probably about 50 miles from me. So I was in his town on the 14th, and I thought, well, I'll go by and see him. Jackie, leave me alone. Let me lay here in your lap. But anyway, on the 14th, I was in town, and my wife was with me. Alma Boros, how are you? And we drove by his house, and he wasn't home. And he lived by himself, didn't have a wife or any kids with him or anything. But I called him. And my brother had a serious drinking problem. He just, every day. So anyway, I called him and I says, Bill, we came by your house and you're not there. And you could tell by his voice, he was a little bit sauced. And he said, Ron, I'm at the bar. Come to the bar. And I had him on speakerphone. And my wife says, I don't want to go see your brother at a bar. And I really didn't want to either. So I told him, I said, no. I said, we'll hook up later when you're at home and when I'm in town. And then on the 15th, the next day, I got a phone call that he had died in that same bar. I mean, I'm sure he wasn't there all night. They closed. But so he had went home and went back the next day, and something in his brain popped or something, but he just dropped. But I knew he would because of the lifestyle he had. Emerson, good to see you. Quinson, I'm good on mods. So just put that in your pocket. Yeah, Tracy, I kind of beat myself up for that for a while. I mean, we got together every once in a while. It's not like I hadn't seen him for a year. Every time I went into town, I'd stop by and we'd shoot the shit but it's just the fact that I told him no. And the next day he was gone. Just never know. Marlon, you out of here? Good to see you. Appreciate you. Not Colawola. Not Colawola. Said hi. How are you, Not Colawola? Oliver, yeah, he suffered from dementia. Dementia's hard to deal with. Just getting old is hard to deal with. Emerson says, hi, do you play Clash? No. I don't play any games like online games or console games or anything like that. Just can't get into them. Pastel Blues. Good to see you. And don't cry. There's no reason to cry. Too much good times in life. Sans half awake says, are you a author? No, I'm not, but I think that would be a great hobby. I think it'd be cool to write a book, even if it never gets published. That's like my whole life. I wish I would have kept a journal, because looking back on my life, it was very interesting. Where I lived, what I did, what I've experienced, that if I would have kept a journal, oh, that would be a good book. Ematron Pippin. You write books, but they don't get published. Well, you don't have to have them published if just the writing is enjoyable to you. Pastel blues, I would say definitely. If you have a journal and just write, even if it's what's like shorthand, abbreviated, every night, what the day gave you, what you accomplished, what you liked, what you didn't like. And it could be just a paragraph or even just a sentence. You do that every day, 365 days a year. And then when you get up to like my age or 60, oh, you could read back on that and make a book. You could pass it on to your children or grandchildren. And I think that would be an awesome thing to do. Hi, my name is Dr. Bart Starr. Okay. But your YouTube channel is Abigail. Yeah, pastel blues. That would be awesome. I think my family, my kids, my grandkids, they would love to read about my life 50 years ago, 60 years ago, 40 years ago. Anyway, I guess I've done enough rambling. I appreciate everybody that's been on here and that's subscribed to my weird channel and my weird shorts. And I appreciate the moderators. And so anyway, be kind to each other. It's free, it's easy, and it makes you feel good. Thank you for the little cool gifts that got thrown on there. I'm sure Al's in bed. Thank you, Al. Anyway, I love y'all. Have a good night. Be kind.